So what's going on, everyone? It is your boy right here, man. MMA Reloaded. You are tuned in live and direct to MMA Reloaded, episode 53 on the mic, bro. You know, on the mic, where we talk to the biggest and brightest rising stars of the mixed martial arts world, man. It could be the UK, Mexico, Japan, Timbuktu, bro, anywhere, man. You know, that's what I do, man. And that's where we're going with this one tonight, man. We're taking a trip to Scotland today, man. And we're going through with the one and only 2-0 right now as pro career, 10-3 according to Topology in his amateur career, but I'm sure it's a hell of a lot more than that. Mark Ewen, man, you know, and we're going to talk to Mark Ewen before he goes to fight Cage Steel in June. And folks, of course, if you don't know me by now, I'm a regular at Cage Steel events, so it's going to be a pleasure to see Mark in person, but it's going to be even more of a pleasure to have him on the show right now. Let's do this up, man. We're going to do the particulars right now, folks. So, ladies and gentlemen, while we wait for Mark Ewen to join me, folks, last night, you know, the UFC tore shit down. You know, bro, they're all back in the Apex Arena for another UFC Vegas, headlined by former light heavyweight champion Jan Blachowicz and Alexander Rakic, man. Before I get into that, folks, tune into Instagram to hear the shout out on last night's UFC, man. Yo, Mark.
What's happening, bro? What you saying?
Yeah, what you saying, man? How you going, man?
Not much, man. You good?
Yeah, I'm very well, thanks, man. You know, bro, thank you first of all, man, for taking the time out, coming on the show, man. Respect for that, man.
Listen, man, no worries at all, man. Anytime.
So, bro, now of course, you know, I wanted to get you on. You know, there's a lot of heat on the street with your name right now, bro, and. You know, from the Aries FC cancelled fight in March, you know, bro, I know you were scheduled to go in there, and then Combate, you know, bro, when that news was announced, man, the internet blew up, literally, yeah, because for you to do that, for you to get signed there at 2-0, It was not. It's nuts, bro. You know, like not many people rise up that fast. You know what I'm saying? So bro, like that all aside, now you're coming into Cage Steel next month. How do you feel, man, coming into Cage Steel, man, after March, you know, and that cancelled fight, and now getting this one and this opportunity, man?
Feeling good, man. Listen, all that stuff's still happening. I'll still be going up to Miami fighting on Combat Global. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go fight in Cage Steel. I'm gonna get the win in there. I've maybe got another fight booked for after that. I'm gonna keep that disclosed for a wee bit.
Cool.
And then I'm going to head out to Miami in August, September and get another win in there. And then I'll be, like 6-0 ready to go, man. So I've got a 5-fight contract with Combat Global. So I'll either fight all 5 fights, get all the money I can, win that 100k tournament that they've got there. Or who knows, man, I could get out early, only get a couple of fights in and go to the UFC or something. We'll see. But right now I'm just focused on, like I said, Cage Steel. That's the next one. That's June 25th. So I'm actually happy to fight in the UK again. One last kind of regional show before I go off onto the kind of bigger stages and stuff.
Yeah.
But I'm excited for this one, man. I'm training hard. I've actually got an opponent in the UK that said yes, so I'm happy. I'm eager to get in there and prove to the UK fans again that I am the best lightweight coming to the UK at the moment. So I feel like I've really got something to prove here. Not anybody else, really to myself. Yeah, I mean, I've not been active. I've been trying to be. That's the thing. I've been trying to get a fight all year, mate. I've been struggling to get a fight. Obviously, I signed with Combat in March, stuff like that. They were taking ages to get me a fight, so we've actually started looking to get fights ourselves. I'm now matched on Cage Steel, but like I said, I'm happy this guy said yes. I'm eager to get in there, and you're going to see an even better version of Mark Ewen on June 25th, man. Trust me on that.
Definitely, man. So even though you weren't as active as you wanted to be in the cage, you were still, you're still grinding, you're still in the gym, improving. And like you said, looking to show the fans the best version of Mark Ewen, man. And bro,
this is a lifestyle, bro. This is all I do, mate. Like, I've not fought since last September, but I train every day, mate. This is all I do, mate. Fighting is everything I do. Like, it's my life, mate. Without fighting, there is no Mark Ewen, you know what I mean? So it's all I do. Fighting's just a byproduct. Fighting's just the fun part. It's the best bit. But I'm training anyway, yeah. I mean, I'm always training, always getting better. For my mental health, for my health, everything. I'm always going to be training. I'll never ever stop training, you know what I mean?
Cool, man. Yeah, 100%, bro. But that's what this sport's all about, bro. Like I always say, you gotta love MMA, bro. And you gotta love life, to do this. This ain't no game, and people struggle to realize that, man. People think that it's all fun and games once you turn pro, because you start earning money, but it ain't. And the sooner you get knocked out, the sooner you're gonna realize that. So
and listen, you're not even earning money right away, man. Everyone seems like, you go pro, you're making dough. And that isn't the case, man. You're never really making dough. Even when you take to the UFC, you're not making dough. It's once you get up a bit, once you start maybe building a brand for yourself, building a name, beating good guys, getting bonuses and that, then you start making money. You're never really making money in this sport. You're fucking scraping the barrel, you know what I mean? You're trying to get everything you can from it with sponsors and stuff, but that's why you need to love this sport, because the sport doesn't give you much, you know what I mean? I'm not really, apart from the mentality wise and the values and shit that I've learned from this sport, when it comes to compensation, when it comes to money, really now next to nothing, you know what I mean? I do it for the love of it, not for the money. The money will come, man. I'll make money, you know what I mean? I can make money here. Anybody can go make money. It's always going to be there. They're always picking it. But could you imagine fucking being a world champion? You know what I mean? Not everybody can do that, mate. That's what I'm after. Fuck dog. Give me the belts, man.
But I wish more fighters fought like that, man. They put a lot more prestige into winning championships than to putting 10s and 20s into their wallet. Yeah, the thing is, bro, nowadays, if you look at modern MMA, and you look at like guys on the bigger stage, they're more concerned about getting paid, and the politics is nuts, bro, out here, man. It's like a whole different government. It's crazy, and nobody ever puts prestige on being a champion anymore, man. So if
I feel you on that. I feel you on that front, bro. I feel you on that.
Yeah, man. But for you, Mark, and if you want to take me back, and and say erase all these fights, how did it start for you, man, in your career in martial arts? How did you get into doing what you do?
I've always been a fighter, mate. Like it's all I've ever knew. Yeah, I mean, fighting to live, fighting my brows, fighting to fucking stand out. I'm always fighting. I've always been fighting for something. Yeah, I mean, I've always been an active kid. I've always been outside fighting. It was just always natural. It always came natural to me. Conflict, stuff like that. I was around it. I was immersed in it. It's something I was good at, but I never really actually kind of took the leap into it until a friend at my school was saying he was going. Yeah, I mean, he said I'm going to his MMA class, and something just fucking struck me like a lightning bolt. I was like, "Home!" It was like one of the eureka moments. I was like, "This is my chance. My life's about to change here. This is what you've been destined for." Because I've always believed I've been destined for something greater, destined to be an athlete of some sort. Yeah, I mean, in a sport and give it my all and do well. But I was kind of just following everybody else, following suit. Yeah, I mean, getting ready to leave school and fucking going to a trade, like joiner or some shit. I was just following everybody else. I was partying. I was a young boy. Yeah, I mean, living life. But I knew eventually I would find my niche. Eventually I'd find my purpose. And this kid said to me, he's going to an MMA gym. I was like, whoa. I was like, bro, I'm coming with you tonight. We're going tonight. We went that night. I'd never looked back since. He stopped going. I kept going. Just loved it, mate. You walk in, the smell of the gym, the mats, the bags, people fucking sweating, people working hard. You know what I mean? I loved it. Every bit of it. I mean, I can actually remember the first day I walked at the gym. I can remember the gym, man. It was crazy.
Wait, bro. Hey.
Listen, I've always loved this, man. I've always been. I believe it's been my calling to get into this sport. Like I said, man, I was always fighting anyway. So why not make money from it or do well and go and get belts and get respect? Yeah, you know I mean, because you're fighting in life anyway. You're fighting for something. You're fighting for money. You're fighting for respect.
Oh yeah.
Like, why not fight for both? Yeah, I mean, and make a living off it.
You're fighting your life, bro. And you fight when you grow up, man. You know, like you know, some people, you know, like say even me, man. Yeah, say some people grow up like us. Yeah, it's different, you know, because you got to fight you got to fight for this and that, fight to get what you want, you know.
100%. Protect yourself. Yeah, I mean, there's loads of reasons people fight, man. But that's what I'm saying. I've always been fighting. So like, I knew that I was going to get into. I always knew I was going to get into combat sports. Like, even since I was, let me take you back. I mean, watching like Floyd Mayweather when I was dead young. Obviously, being young, black. I never see where I live, man. There's not many much black people kicking about. Yeah, I mean, I must be the only black person in my town, and I was for a long time. Well, especially growing up, there is a lot more now. Yeah, I mean, but being young, obviously you get picked on. People say shit, so you need to protect yourself. Yeah, I mean, I was hitting people or whatever if they said something racist or that. But like, I remember seeing Floyd Mayweather. My brother told me I'm on the internet. He goes, "Look at this guy. Now this is the first black guy I seen making money, whipping ass. Yeah, I mean, successful. This is Floyd Mayweather. I seen this, and I might just been so starstruck. I was like, whoa. I was like, this is what I want to be like, man. This is what I want to do. Like, and like I said, I did fall into the rut like everybody else where I started doing the trade and that. This is when I was dead young. I remember that's always kind of been inside me. I've always seen that, and I've always believed eventually that I would be like someone like Floyd Mayweather or try and inspire to be like someone like him. Yeah, I mean, be that inspiration for the younger child. Yeah, I mean, from to say like deprived areas or something. Yeah, I mean, to know that you can make it and you can push and you can be as big or as good as you want. Yeah, I mean, as long as you just strive for it, hard work, dedication. There's so many facets to it. Yeah, I mean, but I mind seeing him and I was like, whoa, that was like my first like kind of, I'd say, inspiration of combat sports. Seeing him because I never really seen much of the UFC, bro. I didn't really mind seeing any like Anderson Silva or like, but I know a lot of guys say, oh, they've seen Anderson Silva or they played the game and football. Can you try that? It wasn't that. I'd seen Floyd Mayweather and I'd seen like fucking kickboxer and films like that. Yeah, I mean, and hadn't seen much of it, especially not modern day MMA. And then I just like kind of, that guy said to me, he's gone to the gym. I was like, boom, this is my way in.
Nah, bro, you know what, man? That's sick because for you to get exposed, you know, first up, man, to Floyd Mayweather, to me, yeah, there's not that many better to get exposed to first up. Yeah, like I was first exposed to Prince Nazim and bro, for Floyd Mayweather, man, it's a perfect balance, man. You got the perfect balance of motivation to put money in your pocket and motivation to be a champion as well. You know what I mean? Yeah, so it's a perfect balance right there.
I just seen a young fly guy, mate. He was flamboyant, he was doing well, he was whipping ass, and he wouldn't like. Obviously, he came to England and beat Ricky Hatton. That's the first fight I ever seen. That's I mean I seen that when he came and beat Ricky Hatton. I'd never really knew him until then. Yeah, I mean I seen his fight with Ricky Hatton. Everybody kind of knew who Ricky Hatton was at the time, and he beat him. Chet Cook slept him. I was like, whoa, this guy's sick. And then a couple of weeks later, I seen him on the WWE with the wrestling, and he obviously it's fake, but he punched the Big Show and all that. Yeah, I mean I was like, man, this guy is the guy. Yeah, I mean this guy was really inspiring me. Yeah, I mean so I was like, I want to be like him. So obviously, look at him now. Yeah, I mean, undefeated 50. You know what an inspiration. So if you aspire to be like people like that, then there's not much better. Yeah, I mean,
no doubt, bro, no doubt, and especially with you, you know, being a part of a very young Scottish MMA generation, where you know at the moment you see a handful of guys and girls leading the pack for you guys. You know what I mean? Yeah, so you know, guys like Paul Craig, Joanne Calderwood, guys like that. You know, and bro, that's those two are leaders right now for Scottish mixed martial arts. You know, and how does it feel for you to represent Scotland and you know be a part of that revolution, bro?
That's inspiring in itself. That motivates me to be kind of leading the charge, not even leading the charge, but be part of the takeover of Scottish MMA. Like Scotland for MMA isn't the biggest place for MMA right now. Say if I was to stop someone on the street and be like, I do MMA, do you know what that is? They would be like, no, I've not a clue. Most people would not have a clue what MMA is, mate. I would need to break it down and be like, the UFC, maybe they might get it, probably not. I would need to say Conor McGregor and then they maybe get it. They kind of know what cage fighting is, but I'm always telling them, this isn't cage fighting. You know what I mean? That's that barbaric old school shit, man.
Exactly.
No, we are professional athletes. Yeah, I mean we train every day, twice a day. We're athletes, professional athletes, getting paid. Yeah, I mean this is not this barbaric cage fighting shit that you see some tough twat from in the pub. You know what I mean? Try to do. It's not that, and that's obvious. I feel like it definitely inspires me to make MMA more mainstream in Scotland. And I feel like that's what we're doing right now. There's a lot of guys coming through, a lot of guys at my team especially that are doing well. And I feel like you're gonna have a lot of us on some of the biggest stages very soon. And then that will obviously make Scotland more inclined to try MMA and know what MMA is. But like you're saying, you've people like Paul Craig and John Calderwood, they're doing well, but I feel like they're a bit older. They're an older generation, I feel. I want to see them do well. You know what I mean? I don't have any hate towards them at all, but I feel like this new era that's coming up, these young guys, and the young kill the old in this game. Yeah, you know I mean, the young come through. We are hungry. All these young guys. Yeah, you know I mean, we're coming through, and I believe we're about to change the game up, especially in Scotland. Like the UK right now, MMA is booming. Muay Thai booming. Combat sports is massive in the UK at the moment. I love to see it. Everyone's doing well, but I think it's time for Scotland to really stand alone in a way and really take charge here and come right through the ranks and show that we've got a really, really strong MMA. Don't know what you can call it, team or whatever.
100%, because then you have those areas, right, which haven't been tapped in MMA or combat sports. Mm-hmm. You know, you have areas where people don't really associate with, say, MMA, you know, Muay Thai. But you know, you got some places that are just like people know it. You know, as soon as you name the place, yeah, oh shit, yeah, there's an MMA gym here and there. You know, so yeah, for you to obviously look to put Scotland on the map now in a new generation and a new era, man. Does that put pressure on you? You know, coming up and being one of the leaders of, like, say, the new generation to keep that going?
Zero pressure, mate. Only motivation and inspiration. That I want that. Yeah, I mean, I want to be the guy to lead the charge. That's what I said at the start. Like, I'm not leading the charge yet. I mean, because we've got guys like Paul and Joanne. We've got that girl Casey, but she's living in Australia. We've got people in the UFC from Scotland and the UK are doing well. But I want to be the guy to lead the charge. I want to be the guy to change MMA and put Scotland on it. Yeah, I mean, put Scotland in it. in the front line. Yeah, I mean, represent Scotland. So it's definitely zero pressure, mate. I don't feel any pressure. If anything, it just motivates me and inspires me. Because, like I said, I want that role. I believe it's another purpose in mine to go on and even just pave the way for the younger guys in my team. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of young guys coming through, and they're fucking great. Yeah, I mean, really young guys. Some guys haven't even fought, and they're really good. But I'm like, this is my job now, my generation's job anyway. Not just my job, but my generation's job to go in, do as well as we can, try and get titles and be in top 5, things like that. Pave the way for these young guys to come through. Yeah, I mean, so it's not as old school and as hard as it is to really make it as it is now, if you know what I mean. Because sometimes it's hard. Like, see, if you're not fighting on regional shows, it's hard to get signed to big shows. It's hard to kind of get matched, get fighters, get paid, get sponsors, all that. So I just feel like it's our job as my generation to kind of make it a bit easier for the younger guys coming through.
I think you hit the nail on the head. I think bigger promotions are looking at new generation guys, and younger guys to come in and sort of make an impression, on the spotlight, because you get more exciting fighters. The new generation, they bring something new, bring something fresh, rather than what fans see every day. Even like if you watch UFC, bro, or you watch Bellator or whatever, you see guys on the card, right, on paper that you don't know. You don't know who the fuck this guy is or that girl is or this and that, man. But when you see them fight and they hit a highlight reel knockout or whatever, they're the most talked about thing the next day, man. So that's it, man. That's it, man. That's the type of impression, of course, that someone like you is bound to leave. But you're off to a good start right now, man. Like 2-0 as a professional. Man. But
only just getting started. Only just getting started, mate.
Yeah, but exactly, man. You're in your prime right now, man. And being 2-0 as a pro, those aren't the only fights you had. Of course, like you did amateur mixed martial arts as well, man. And as an amateur, man, of course, starting out, what was your sort of mentality like going into that era, chapter of your career?
When I was an amateur, like when I kind of first started, I was just like everybody else. I feel like I think I was only training like maybe like 3 times a week. I wasn't training that much when I first started. I won my first 2 fights, and then I lost 3 back to back, mate. So I was in a three loss skid, as you could say. I was at the time I was young. I must have been from like 17 to like 19 or 18 or something. But as you hit 18 in Scotland, you can now get into the clubs, innit? So everyone's fucking. I was always out hitting the clubs. I was out partying, living that a bit too much, as well as trying to juggle the social life with the fighting life, and it didn't work. And I obviously lost 3 fights back to back because fighting wasn't my priority. Having fun and being the guy and being out was my priority. So I went 2 and 3. So I had a losing record. And I was like, "What the fuck is going on here, man? I can't be losing. This is starting to get embarrassing." Like I'm giving this shit up. I'm giving this party and stuff up. Like, who's that for? Yeah, I mean, just to be cool out in the clubs, man. Fuck the clubs. That's boring. Doesn't get you anywhere, especially once you hit like 30 and you're still going to clubs. That's sad. Yeah, I mean. So I was like, I gave that up early. I gave that up like at 19 and stuff like that. And then I just really started to kind of prioritize MMA and kind of geared everything that I had towards being the best mixed martial artist and professional athlete I could. Yeah, I mean, so. I was reading books, I was meditating, I was visualizing. Anything that came into the self-development category, I was on it, like thoroughly. Yeah, I mean, I was, like I'm saying, visualizing, meditating, breath work, everything to enhance my performance and enhance myself and make sure I'm the best version of myself possible when I was fighting. So I obviously had them 3 losses. I came back and I've had like I've not been defeated since. Yeah, I mean. So I've got 100% finish rate. After that, I was just making everybody all the way up, and now I'm pro 2-0. So my amateur record was 3-1. Yeah, I mean, so after I had the 3 losses, I was 2-3. I've went on a fucking serious winning streak and finished everybody because I started to prioritise MMA and being the best I could. And now at the end of my amateur career, I wouldn't even say the end. Most of my amateur career, literally right after probably the 3 losses, I started to train like a professional. I took everything professionally before I was even referred to as a professional. And that was the difference, I believe. A lot of guys are still amateur acting amateur, and I was a pro in the amateur leagues. I was taking everything professionally, recovery, yeah, I mean saunas, cold tubs, everything. I was full time. I wasn't working. I was just fucking training. You know, listen, I was skint, yeah, I mean, but I was chasing the dream and I was committed to it, yeah, I mean, and I still am. I've still got that hunger. I've still got that desire, and I always will. That's the difference with me when I was an amateur, and this is what you're seeing with a lot of amateurs now. They're now taking it seriously. They realise that the level of amateurs is totally different now, and you can't just be an amateur in the amateur leagues. You need to be taking everything professionally.
Especially with like promotions like Almighty Fighting Championships giving amateurs money. Now, you know, like you see generosity, yeah, from you know, Ray Thompson, who owned Almighty, you know, he threw the generosity out of there, man, you know, and gave amateurs a bonus. And I think in his last event or 2 events ago, you know, when they win championships, bro, yeah, it's you know, they're acting just as proud as they would if they were professional. So what would you say would be like sort of like the main difference as to when you're an amateur to now as a professional? Is it how you approach certain aspects of the game, or compared to when you're amateur?
What differentiates amateur and professional, I think, is always a mindset. It is. It's like I'm saying, like a lot of amateurs are still believe that they're amateur, so they'll always kind of be amateur. Like when I was amateur, I was believing that I was professional, and now that I'm pro, I don't just believe I'm professional. I believe this is my life, this is my calling, I'm a world champion. Yeah, I mean that's the difference. I'm always just leveling up. I feel like you always have to be leveling up and constantly looking for areas to develop and grow. The difference, me now being professional, obviously, now that I'm professional, I just took everything up a gear. I feel like every fight, I just take everything up another gear. I'm just going to keep taking it up a gear, mate, until the fucking wheels fall off, mate, until I'm decrepit and old. I'm just going to keep going for it, mate. It doesn't matter how long it takes. I'm going to be a world champion, mate. Like, I'm going to be the UFC world champion. Doesn't matter how long it takes. Doesn't matter who's in front of me. Doesn't matter what they say. Like, I'm going to get there. I'm going to do it. Like, that's my dream. That's my goal. So it's going to happen. Like, I'm not going to give up, and I'm just going to keep going. Like I'm saying, the difference between amateurs and professionals and elite and greats is always a mindset. Now, I don't have a professional mindset. I have an elite, like one of the greatest. My mindset is totally different. I'm wired up differently, mate. This is all I do. This is all I think about. This is all, like I'm saying, I'm sitting reading books all the time, man, trying to work on my mind. See how sharp and strong I can get in my mind and visualize fights and that. So I've been there before. Everything I do is geared towards being the best fighter I possibly can, so that I can be a world champion and achieve my dreams and goals. And I'm not going to be surprised when it happens. See, when it does happen, mate, and everyone's like, did you expect it to happen? I'm going to be like, you're fucking right, I did. You know what I mean? 100%. It's all I've ever worked towards. You know what I mean? I'm not going to be surprised. Sorry for ranting off, mate.
Bro, no one's going to ever say, you know, everyone else is going to act surprised, man. Yeah, but for you, like, you expected that, Mark. You know what I mean? Yeah, because you know, like, as you said, you know, that's what you work towards, man. Yeah, you didn't just go in there, yeah, just to fucking, you know, be a corner man or something. You know what I mean? Yeah, you were there. You're there to throw down, man. You know, and in my opinion, bro, like, battle scars or your body is going to tell a story at the end of it, innit? Yeah, but the gold belt around your waist and over your shoulder, man, that's what really says, you know, you made, you know, and then you got somewhere like Combat Global, you know, bro, and to me, that's one of the biggest stages outside the UFC, man, because you're housing, you know, it's the house for Latin MMA, you know, bro, and now housing global fighters as well, you know, and bro, that to me, like, you've seen a lot of guys, a lot of rising stars come out of that promotion. So I think you've got such a big opportunity in that, man, especially in a 100K tournament as well. But that's nuts, man. You know, because that's crazy. You know, but and of course, that opportunity, man, you must be buzzing to go to Miami and do the business globally.
I'm also not surprised at these opportunities coming up either, man. I don't want to sound like I'm can like predict the future and stuff, but I'm not surprised these opportunities are coming.
But did you expect it? Did you expect it?
I never expected Combat Global, mate. No, I never. I was looking at other shows like all over the world. There is big shows. I was talking to other big shows and stuff.
Yeah, bro.
I never even knew of Combat Global, mate. That's how much I was surprised. Yeah, I mean, I was like, who the fuck's Combat Global, man? I looked it up. It was in Miami. I was like, oh, taking man to Miami. Let's go to Miami. Come on, bro. I was gassed, but I was like I said, I was surprised. But opportunities like this, traveling the world, doing what I love, this is what I've always wanted to do. This is what I've seen in my dreams at night. When I fucking close my eyes, this is what I see. I see myself traveling the world, whipping ass all over the world, getting paid, living the dream, traveling all over the globe.
100%, man. You know, and bro, like Combat Global, man, that's a big opportunity. And Cage Steel, you know, and that's going to be just a chance for you, man, just to have a warm up. You know, and that's a workout for you, bro. You know, you got that, man, in the bag. Yeah, I'll be there first, man. So it'll be
my man.
good to obviously meet you, man. But yeah, bro, you know, I wish you all the best, man, in your career, bro. You know, and of course, you know, I can see you know, it's a different wiring, like you say, man.
You can feel it, huh? You can feel it.
I feel it. You can tell, man. The energy is different. But no, man, I always love like these types of conversations, man, because you know I get to see what the fighter's thinking, man. You know, outside the thing, and bro, you're a student of the game. You know. That's
it, bro. This is what I always say. Sorry to interrupt you, man, but that is it. You always need to be a student of the game. Like everyone talks about being master and like mastering your craft. Yeah, the only way you master your craft is by being a student of the game and always being a student of the game. Always turning up with that white belt on and looking to learn and look for areas to develop and grow. That's it, man.
You know, bro, and I wish you all the best of luck, man. You know, the future's bright, and I can't wait to see it develop.
I appreciate that, bro. Listen, if you ever want me to come back on, man, give me a shout and I'll jump on, no problem.
No, definitely, bro. Definitely. Hopefully, you know, we'll catch something live at Cage Steel, man. I'll be there.
Yeah, definitely. I'll catch you at Cage Steel after that, 100%, bro.
No, 100%, my guy, man. Love and respect, man. Thank you for coming on the show. You know, one of Scotland's finest, man. Thank you.
My man. You take care, boss, right? See you later on.